All right, let's start it up. We are back with more Deceive Inc. and we're playing Sasori here today. But in past, I'm voiceovering this one because the thing I really wanted to talk about was Deceive in 2025, more or less. In my recent video that I came back with, there was a ton of comments, and a lot of them were related to, oh, I thought the servers were gone, or how are we getting lobbies? I can never find any, and things related to that. So I thought I would just make this somewhat shorter video of just talking about that stuff. And yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. There's only one game, and I think there'll be enough time for me to say all the things I need to say, but we'll find out together. And away we go. So servers first. Obviously the servers are fine. The servers are in the exact same state. Nothing has happened with the servers in the last like 6 months plus. There's been actually no changes at all, so I'm just gonna more or less rehash what I said in December, which is the servers are fine, the game's still playable, and yeah, at some point, maybe if they announce something to do with the servers, it could be server shutdown, and if it is that, they will give us 6 months notice. So that's a really complex way to say that, you know, nothing's happening. They may or may not announce something, and if what they announce is server shutdown, we'll have a lot of notice before we actually get that. And I'll probably say something about it too, because it'll be a pretty sad day for me personally when that's announced. So yeah, that's all to do with the servers there. That didn't take too long to talk about. They're fine. They're the same as they always were. There's been no change on the front for the servers. The real difficulty with getting matches is actually the players. Getting enough players together to start a match. So I'm gonna be pretty frank, all of this is from my own experience. I don't have any statistics. In fact, I will talk briefly about the statistics. If you're using Steam DB to see how many players are in game, that's usually not too bad, but remember that's players on Steam, and this game is cross-platform, so it's probably low, although again, it's just people with the game open, not necessarily in queue or even doing anything. So that, yeah, that can be fairly misleading. And then there's at least one other website. I'm gonna show a picture of like the counter, and I'm just gonna say that I don't know much about the math, what's going on with this particular one, but you probably shouldn't trust this number at all from my limited understanding, and that's really all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, and then so yeah, neither of those are great indicators for actual people playing the game. So how to find people playing the game is basically through the official Discord's the best way, and that's what I'm going to spend the next little bit talking about is what the moderators on the Discord and things that are going on have tried to do to make it so that people can find lobbies and play the game still.
In times of
So let's start with the queues, I believe they're called, but basically once you're verified and actually into the official Deceive Inc. Discord, and if you can't find it, there is a link right on like the Deceive Inc. main menu.
Congratulations.
You can go to the channels and roles section to give yourself a role. There'll be a question: would you like to be pinged, which is Discord pinged, when people are looking for games? And then there's 4 choices, and you can pick all 4 if you want solos, duos, trios, and customs. So if people are looking for games, then they can ping one of those roles, and a bunch of people have them basically signed up to be pinged if people are looking for that game. So on the flip side of that is if you are looking or wanting to play the game, you can go to the agent seeking other agents section of the Discord, and you can ping one of those. You know, if you really want to play duos or trios, you can ping those roles, though I promise very little. I haven't seen that one pinged successfully in a while, not that I've been paying too much attention recently, but especially if you're looking to play solos, That seems to be fairly popular. Someone will pop in there and just ping, and then people who have the solos role will get the ping, and people may or may not show up. Like there's you know, it's better than doing nothing, but it's not a guarantee.
Feels busier than a kitchen.
So that's kind of what I've been doing more or less to record this gameplay, and the other gameplay is either see that there was a recent post in that section, or I even did one myself to, I think, get this footage, just because I happened to be trying and there wasn't any lobbies, and then I pinged and then there was a lobby. Like, it does work. It's just, it's a third party. You got to be in the Discord to do that. So yeah, that's really the main ways. And then there's other, there's scheduled things. So in the events tab of the Discord, there's scheduled things. So if you've been around my channel for a bit, you've probably heard of spies scrims before, but they're doing ranked, quote unquote. Now it's obviously third party. They're trying to do MMR stuff. I'm not going to get into that here. This isn't really about that, but essentially there's customs. So on Fridays they have solos. Saturdays there's duos for ranked, and Sundays back to solos from Spire Scrims. So that's a different server, but their event is in the main Discord events. And then the other two events that repeat is there's Friday night customs, and that's what they're called. Time zones, of course, it may not be night depending on where you are, but they're called Friday night customs, and that's just for the main Discord. A bunch of people jump in a call. I don't think you have to talk. I've never actually joined myself, but they play basically whatever people are looking for based on who shows up and the numbers they have. Obviously, if you only have like 6 people, it's kind of hard to play trios, but if there's enough people, then they've definitely run trios, duos, and of course solos and that. And then again on Wednesdays they have more of a mid-afternoon, at least in my time, customs to, and that's one that's slightly offset so that, you know, time zones, hopefully 2 different times have benefit or have, you know, the ability for players from various time zones to jump in. So that's really the ways to play. Of course, you can always just hop on and click search and hope, but that's, you know, hit or miss at best. And I'll be honest, if you do that in duos or trios, I'm gonna say it's miss. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone successfully getting a duos or trios game just randomly by clicking the button. It just doesn't happen. Solos, yeah, it can happen. So that's that. Just to rehash more or less while we're doing our final escape here. I got a little more time than I expected. Servers are still fine, but no announcement on that. And in terms of actually playing the game, one of the best things you can do is join the Discord and get a role if you would like to be pinged, or ping if you are trying to start a lobby. And then there is scheduled customs on the main Discord Friday evenings and Wednesday afternoons, my time at least. And then there is Spire Scrims, holding slightly more competitive based custom games on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, with the being solos with duos on the Saturday. That was a little complex way to say that, but yeah, that's really what that is. That's really what I wanted to make this video about, is that the game is still playable. It's just, it's harder to find lobbies than it was. And you have to do a little more work, and there's times you just won't, but there is lobbies every single day. So yeah, that's really what I want to make this somewhat shorter video on. And yeah, there's gonna be another video coming out about what like it's hard because I recently, quote unquote, video timeline wise, recently made a video called Our Future, which was more about the future Deceive and less about me. But there's gonna be a video coming out shortly that is talking about what I actually want to do after a 6-month break, and so we're not going to get into that here, but just wanted to say that one is coming as well. And yeah, we'll see what's up. I'm gonna throw some editing on this video, so the stuff I said has a visual component. I know actual editing, it's gonna be crazy. And yeah, this goes on for a little bit longer because I screw up this jump right here. Just wait for it, it's great, and missed. And I don't know my bounce pad. So would have probably won the game, or at least got right there, but I literally couldn't get back to fight that madam. So we'll just talk about the end of this. My choice at this point is to figure out what to do. I don't have any intel, so we're getting intel. And then we're gonna check to see where madam is and decide what we're doing from there. So there she is. She's still hanging out by C, and we just pinged. So the choice here is actually I'm gonna walk all the way to A. Not to try to do a bamboozle, but I think it'll at least give us kind of like a king of the hill, right? We'll defend the spot, and they don't seem to be moving like all that quickly towards A, so we should have a decent amount of time. It's definitely not enough space to do a full bamboozle. We'll just get out with them not getting there, but it'll definitely give us an advantage. So that's my thought here. And the ping went off, so we started running again. And we'll just call the car with our spyglass here to get it called as quickly as possible. And this gives us the advantage of, if the madam is close enough, we can probably just NPC walk past them and shoot them in the back. But they're not close enough. So we'll grab a bit more intel here while the car comes in. And looks like madam is definitely going to make it. The 20-second call time is a lot, but we get even just 2 darts there is great because the car arrives, and now we can force the madam. So we're up 2 darts in damage, land a nice headshot from the trace as they come on the corner. And then I really like this. I have to aim at their feet because that tree, like the leaves on those trees are full. Are full like collision. The darts don't go through the little leaves, so you gotta aim at their feet there because there was no way to get those darts through any other way. And we do get the kill and the win, and that's gonna be it. Just a quick one game here to talk about how to get lobbies if that's something you're interested in, and this is wrapping up, so I will see you in the next one.